So on the floor for Utah, Collier and Bailey man the backcourt. Yusuf Nurkic is out there with Kyle Filipowski. And it's Markkanen in at the three, the small forward. Now here's Porter. Back to man. There's a screen to the inside. Clowney. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Shams, thank you for the report. Drops in the three.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. There's the three. That's what he does. Lauri Markkanen.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Here's Collier. He's guarded by man. Markkanen outside. Pass to Bailey. Here's Collier. He's guarded by man. 5 to shoot. Shot's good by Collier.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Outside man. Porter a screen. And the ball out of play. The Jazz will have it. And let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Saturday, they'll take on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Thursday, they'll go up against Franz Wagner and the Orlando Magic.
And looking at the Heat matchup, no question they'll be amped for that one, eager to prove themselves against a tough opponent.
Claxton, he's checked in for Sharp. Kessler, he's checked in for Utah. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terrence Mann. That's his first foul. Brooklyn on D. They've led by as many as 14. Bailey, the pass to Kessler. And stolen by Williams.
You tried to thread it inside, but just too much congestion.
And that one's good, man.
Well, you expect Porter to take his own shot there, but he smartly makes the extra pass.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Out to the right wing. Floats one. Collier, no good.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Here's Mann. Down low. Here's Porter. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Porter's got 27.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
And it's Filipowski. That time on the assist by Kessler. Kessler's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Porter. Lets the three fly. He buries it from 3. Porter's got 8 points in the quarter.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Boom! He jams it straight down.
Strong finish by Bailey. Here's a guy who wants to slam it.
Brooklyn leading by 12. On the wing, Porter. And he banks in the layup. Porter's got 32 points.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
On the take. Kicks it out to Markkanen. And they call an illegal screen here. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Greg?
Well, you know, B.A., winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Wilson's checked in for Clowney. Thomas comes in for Williams. Dimon comes in for Mann. And it's Utah with the ball. Following the bucket by Brooklyn. Pass to Markkanen. And the call will be against Nicholas Claxton. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Team second.
Now Kessler, 6 to shoot. Here's Hendricks. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Yeah, if Kessler keeps passing the ball like that, he will be dangerous.
Brooklyn leading by 14. Takes it inside. Dimon. The rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got his 4th rebound in this one. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. And after this game wraps up, they're off to New York to take on the Knicks. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound. That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Jazz trail by 16. And here's George. Markkanen right side. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Markkanen. From 10 feet away. Claxton with a rebound. Brooklyn has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the 4th. To the paint. Here's Dimon. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
They're really working the paint now.
For Utah, they've gotten 6 of 10 attempts to drop in the 4th quarter. Pass to Sensabaugh. And here's Kessler. Here's Sensabaugh. Thomas defends. Utah moving the ball around. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Here's George. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's Dimon. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Pass to Hendricks. Now here's Markkanen. He's closely guarded. And the shot goes. Markkanen's got 13 in the second half.
Yeah, Markkanen's staying after it. He has got it going.
Now Thomas. Inside. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Sensabaugh. The three-pointer off the mark.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
The offensive rebound. And Claxton gets the bucket.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Utah has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's George. Off with the layup. Brooklyn leading by 22. For 3, Dimon. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
And a quiet first half from distance. Didn't even try a 3, but now he's 1 for 2 from deep in the second half.
Now here's Markkanen. Kicks it to George. Will it go? And the layup is up and in. George has got 23 points.
Easy to see the kind of impact George is going to have in this league. Already so productive.
Here's Dimon. George defending. And here's Porter outside. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got 9 rebounds now. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
Here's Thomas. After the basket by Utah. Oh, Kessler with the block.
Well, they might think twice before bringing it inside again. Kessler with ferocious interior defense.
Brooklyn making some changes. Sharp comes in for Claxton, and it's man in for Wilson. Now here's Thomas. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. Pass to Markkanen. Kessler down low. Guarded by Sharp. Basket's good.
Well, you want Kessler involved in the offense. That's the kind of shot you're looking for.
Outside Sharp. And that's a foul. Called on Walker Kessler. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
For Brooklyn, Clowney, he's checked in for Michael Porter. And Williams is subbed in for Thomas. Now here's Williams. Here's Demon. Count it. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Williams from long range. The rebound by Demon. Demon's got 4 rebounds now. Outside man. Out left to the wing. Pass to Williams. Clock at 6. Here's Demon. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by Nurkic. Utah has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Nets.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Michael Porter.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Now here's Markkanen. Here's Kessler. George. Pass to Hendricks. Oh, swiped away. Williams' shot is good.
An impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Markkanen misses. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Michael Porter.